Okay, why the importance of a center channel? I've been retesting the system recently, so last night, so I've got to retune my LCR, I've got to retune my left center, right center again, so to bring them up more or less to the same frequency and kind of tone of left, center, right. So I've got to do that later on. But wow, they sound great. It sounds great when all 5 screen is running. I'm only going to use 3 screen at the moment. So here's the center channel on its own. So it's got differences that you wouldn't notice in the even in 2 channel. You wouldn't notice because of the crosstalk, frequency masking. You just wouldn't notice it. And when it's all unwrapped, you know, like you unwrap it, you get better channel separation, and when they all play together, it sounds nice and musical. It flows nicely. So it's just got a bit of bass, certain bit of bass part of the music with a bit of top end, and I can hear the turret moving, and then the targeting system bleeping, and the jet fighters flying by because they're panning, everything's moving. Mute it, put left channel on. Mute the left, unmute the right channel. Mute it, put the left on, done, done. So there's quite a bit of differences in the LCR. That's the center, that's the left, and then put the right on. And then play them all at the same time. Nice bit of center there with the helicopter, because it's more orientating, it's more, you know, the sound is kind of like, how to describe it? If you want to hear stereo sort of thing, like the further you move back away from stereo speakers, or even 2 people talking, their voices will not sound independent. They will then go like that. The closer you get in, the resolution of the voices, and then you notice, and you're standing, and then you're observing one talking there and one talking here independently. So you got, you know, two independent subjects, or there could be multitudes. I mean, my listening ability is pretty damn good, and my memory for sound, if it were put on a hard drive, it would take up a tremendous amount of terabyte. And I wish I never had this gift. It's like it's haunting me. I mean, you either get it at a young age, and then that's it. You know, it's something that's some sort of wow ability, whatever. I mean, if I were great at gymnastics and could do flips and jumps and then jump up and then do a spin and then land down on 2 feet, yeah, great. But audio wise, I'm pretty, even though I've got slight handicap of tinnitus due to bloody Universal Pictures Battlestar Galactica in sensor round at 120 dB, most intense bloody use of sensor round, and Earthquake, which I only saw 4 times and yet didn't get tinnitus until 1979. So I get a hissing now and then in my ears, but I've still got rock and roll senses and auditory, and yeah, I'll tell you, ain't movies like this great? Because I tell you, look at that, that's no CGI, that's all model work, and it looks photorealistic. You can't get that with CGI, because you know why? It just looks too damn clean and perfect, and if it ain't got any grittiness to it, and then you notice it. But hey, so that sound of a helicopter there, and it's more in the center, and then mute the center stage. Of course, there are little traces of it in stage right, because it's moving around, so it's kind of panning. Oh, brilliant. So that's pretty much it. It's pretty cool with a center, and of course, go up to near the music score is pretty good. Music score is pretty good.
And a sneak preview on a Japanese bullet train
in the center stage,
Southland, maybe.
But it ends up with some narration dialogue. Now I can switch over to Matrix. So I'll switch over to a Matrix. That's on the Matrix at the moment. Okay, let's switch over back to discrete. Switch over back to discrete. That's discrete. Notice how that sounded. I'll go back to Matrix. I'll go back to Matrix. Back to discrete, because that it's kind of like phantom, yeah, on left right. So if I mute the center stage, put the left channel on, and put, even though it's a little bit different on right stage, I like the way that is cool. You hit the center stage. Does it? You can hear that. I can hear like the music in the background. With what? Well, I don't know. It sounds like a signal gating, sort of gating some of the music. Dun 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 dun. Or maybe how it's playing on the, you know, because it's all synth music. Pretty good. That's cool. Put the center stage back in. Mute the left and right. So there is a paramount importance with matched LCR or matched 5-screen. With matched 5-screen, it's a different ballpark entirely altogether. I use a 5-screen matrix with 2 matching decoders, so I can just switch it in, and it would. I could switch it in now, but it won't be tuned up. So I'll put on the decoders, and it's playing in the left center or right center at the moment. Put the center on. Of course, I'm muting it and then unmuting it. Put the left on. Put the right on. But I'm noticing most of this is kind of playing across left center, right, and the center discreetly. Put the center back in. Dolby Stereo in selected theatres.